Hello everyone and welcome back to Stay FC. I hope you all are well and you're good. Please people do hit the like button, it really means a lot, and do subscribe, it really means a lot. And today I'm going to discuss Mason Mount and the saga that's just not ending and only becoming worse and worse. From my point of view as a Chelsea fan, from a neutral point of view, from a United fan point of view as well, is getting to a very wrong stage now. Nobody knows what's happening. Some reporter is saying some stuff, some reporter is saying some stuff. Chelsea reporters are saying something else. Fabrizio is saying something else. Chelsea fans with big contacts are saying something else. And United journalists are saying something else. It's becoming a total PR disaster right now. So I'm going to discuss some of the news and then I'll shift on Manchester United and Chelsea. And are the both clubs in the right in their particular department? So people do see the video in full and please put your opinion in the comment section below. So first, a bit of roundup on the news. The news regarding Mason Mount from United journalists is that United value him at this money. They don't want to pay more for him. Ten Hag really wants him. And suddenly it came that they want to go for Caicedo. They don't want Mount. So again, nobody's understanding. Someone is saying they pulled out of the race. Then reporters are coming and saying, no, they have not pulled out of the race. Nobody knows what's going on. Chelsea fans with big contacts are saying Mason loves Chelsea. He still wants to be here. Pochettino can change his mind. Then you've got Matt Law who is coming with the news and Mason Mount wants to go to a USA pre-season tour. He will be professional with Chelsea. He's not trying to run down his contract and all this stuff. Then Fabrizio is coming out who is, you can say, the top tier and reliable and saying that Mason Mount wants to run down his contract at Chelsea if he's not allowed to move to Manchester United, and will run the risk of Chelsea to sell him for free next season to Manchester United. So that is the problem and nobody knows who to trust. So right now on that department I won't say much, but I'll just say one thing: the way it's going on, he is going to end up at Manchester United some way, somehow, on the deadline day or a bit early in the preseason. He will be leaving Chelsea. What's happened so far, I think there's no way he's going to stay here. So let me start first of all with the rival club Manchester United. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I will just talk about Manchester United and are they in the right in this deal to pull out the Chelsea demand for 65 million. For me, first of all, for Manchester United, there are a lot of options. Now, I'm a person from my own club as well. I believe if a manager wants a player, you back him. You absolutely back him, and then if their signing fails, you straight away criticize the manager. And that is my thinking. So if United really, Ten Hag really wants Mason Mount, United should be backing him. But on the other thing, I really think that if Chelsea really try to price you out for 65 million, you can easily get a Caicedo for 80, which as a Chelsea fan, I don't want that to happen. You have also got so many players in the market that you can sign, players like James Maddison in attacking role. So many options available in the market, where I think United should be strong and not pay the 65-70, just seeing as a neutral, which I think they can use on some other aspect. But now I'm coming on a bit of important thing, which is as per Ten Hag. Now, where I think Ten Hag, why he's demanding so much for Mason Mount and why Mason Mount is in such heavy demand, is Mason Mount might not be your favorite player from the mouth. Mason Mount might not be a player which really gets straight away in your mouth and you say, wow, what a player. That's the same case with Chelsea. But as Chelsea fans, we know one thing, that Mason Mount, first of all, in terms of desire on the pitch, you like it as a Chelsea fan, you might hate him for this transfer window, but it does give his all. And the thing with Mason Mount, he's a very versatile player. He can play left wing, he can play right wing, he can play cam, and he can even play in the number 8 role. So he brings up a lot of versatility, which I think Ten Hag wants. United struggle a lot when they have no Rashford. They really struggle a lot. They also struggle when Anthony is not fit and they have to play Sancho at the right, who has been disappointing. And even Anthony's final output is really disappointing. And Sancho, I don't even want to talk. And Bruno Fernandes is run down to the ground to play every game. What Mason Mount brings to Manchester United is versatility, can play a lot of positions, can really press high and can be aggressive, and in some games can play inside of Eriksen, who overall in big games has not played well for United. His energy has been lacking, which is understandable, and I love and respect Eriksen, but at this level in full game a season, he is not fit enough, and I think Mason Mount can do that. So I think I understand why Ten Hag need him, but if United have not got a higher budget, if like they have 150, 200 million budget, you back the manager. Mason Mount is a player that won't fail you. If you sign him for 50, 55 million, it's a very, very good deal for you. Not bad, and I think United should be backing the manager. But if the budget is low, then Caicedo, for me, overall, putting Chelsea things aside, makes more sense. But again, you need to back the manager. This is why United fans are in a bit of divide. Many want to back the manager, but many are saying that You don't need to back the manager fully. Scouts have to see the things. But again, I will reiterate. Sometimes you don't want to get into the bad side of the manager, the season he has had. You need to give him what he wants. And I will guarantee United fans, see, I think it's a good deal for both sides. Chelsea get the Mount money, we replace him with a good goalkeeper. Mason Mount for me is still a player that is a very good player but easily replaceable with a different category of player a team might need. Chelsea right now need a DM, we need a goalkeeper, we need a striker. So we need Mason Mount money to replace that, while Manchester United can do with such a versatile player. So I think it's a good deal for both the clubs, and United are right to agree to pay 50-55 million but not 65, because Mason is a good player. But United should not be paying 70 million for a player that's only have 1 year on a contract, and when you've got the option of Caicedo in the market, Maddison in the market. So United need to be strong. That brings me to my own club, this Chelsea Football Club now, and I'm going to say one thing about Chelsea. Now many people are saying that Chelsea are running the risk of getting Manchester United angry and then withdrawing from the race, then straight away going for Caicedo, taking our own player behind our back. So Chelsea should just sell him, and Chelsea are trying to do too much. Now, first of all, I'll say one thing. Chelsea will always be the villain. If we try to get the high money for a player, we are criminals. If we try to get a lower price for a player, we just want to sell players for FFP. I really don't know where we win or where we go. This new ownership gets too much criticism for people like Neville and everything, but they never get the praise for the players they're selling. And overall, are Chelsea in the right to demand 65 for Mason Mount? They are. Even with 1 year left in the contract, no disrespect to United fans, I really respect United a lot, but United have a history of paying big money for a player and getting under pressure from clubs to sign players. You have paid 80 for Maguire, and Chelsea are the same. We have paid 100 for Lukaku. We both clubs have not covered ourselves in glory in the past. From Maguire for Manchester United, from Lukaku for Chelsea, for you guys paying Anthony 100 million. We clubs have not covered ourselves in glory. So Chelsea are in absolute right to make Manchester United desperate so the fan base gets angry, and then eventually the money has to come with pre-season just nearing, the manager getting angry, no signings getting made, United fans all around the world furious. Chelsea are right to demand their money. Now people will say 1 year on a contract left, but you have to see Conor Gallagher right now, who is a good player but not at the level of Mount, is available for 50-60 million. Kai Havertz is going for 70 million. You've got Declan Rice, a top player no doubt, is going for 120 to 130 million. 100 million plus add-ons and something. So Palhinha is being valued by Fulham at 90 million. Mason Mount is an England international. He's a player who is versatile. He's a player who's going to give you 10 goals and assists a season. He can give you 10 goals, 7 assists, 10 goals, 8 assists. He's overall a very less injured player. He was injured last season, but in his Chelsea career, he has mostly played every game. We are in a right to demand the money we want, but United are right in their money to not pay more. And this is why I think that both clubs will reach an arrangement at around 55 to 60 million. I think the deal will be done. I think Mason Mount right now, whether the news are true that he really wants to leave the club, or are they false and Mason really loves Chelsea and is not trying to run down his contract. His PR has been damaged, bridges had been burned with the fans, and overall I think there's no point in returning now. Fans don't want to see a player come in pre-season who's linked with other club, and I think Chelsea will eventually sell him to Manchester United. Ten Hag is determined, and I think both clubs will reach an agreement at around 55 to 60 million. I will never have any hatred or any anger towards Mount. He was a very good player for us for 4 years. Thank you, Mason. We will always love you for the Champions League assist and such a young guy to make it up at Chelsea. And he's always a loved player, and I'll respect him. He's a good professional. I won't say he's a player that doesn't care for Chelsea. He does care for Chelsea overall. In terms of when he played for us, he always wanted to do his best. But he was not a proper Chelsea, and no player right now in the squad deserves to be called a proper Chelsea. Proper Chelsea is a term you just don't throw around like this. Proper Chelsea only belongs to the fans. Proper Chelsea only belongs to people that go there every day and support the team, and people all over the world who just love Chelsea and will never ever shift. The club goes down, the club goes up, they will stay with the club. And proper Chelsea belongs to a legend from the start of the history of the club, to players that have played till their last thing for the club, their love for the club. It cannot be thrown around. Mason Mount is not in wrong to try to force a move. It's his career, his professional. He wants to be valued, and Chelsea are right to get the best money for him to get the right replacement. The world is very professional. It doesn't give a damn, and this is why I have no problem with Mason Mount. But if you can't distinguish between throwing tags like proper Chelsea and then getting angry that the player is bad and this and that, then it's going to be a problem for you to get attached to a player. For me, get attached to a player, but always put the club over the player. And with this, I end the video. Please do like and subscribe and to put your opinion in the comment section. Thank you, and hopefully you all have a great day. Thank you.